Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura. Welcome to the Pattern Queens, episode 173. Today is Sunday, March 23rd, and this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans and a false start because I thought we weren't recording, but we were. So don't worry, everyone. It's gonna be great.
And if I mess up, you might have already seen that.
Yeah.
So hopefully I will edit it out. And if not, you'll have had your good giggle
Yeah. Yeah.
already for this episode.
So sorry.
So, we want to welcome you all to our channel. Thank you for joining us. We know you have lots of choices, and we're glad that you've chosen to spend some time with us. We hope you
Mhm.
like what you see and hit the like and subscribe so that we get more views in the algorithm, if nothing else.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
sure.
yeah. And I think that's it. Welcome if you're coming back. Welcome if you're brand new.
Mhm.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So, Keisha, what's new with you?
Not a whole lot. It's been nice weather lately, and so we've been going on some adventures on the weekend. Yesterday, we went to a new to us park out in Lenexa, Kansas, because I saw this advertisement that there was this daffodil path that you could walk down. And daffodils are my favorite flower, so I was excited. It was like a mile and a half of daffodils, and there's a playground. So I'm like, that's perfect because we'll play at the playground, and then I'll take a walk with the baby in the stroller and I'll look at all the daffodils. When I tell you, because of all the weird weather we've had, I saw five daffodils.
Oh no.
I didn't I didn't go the whole mile and a half. And probably, if I'd kept going, I would have seen more, but I'm like, the cold weather must have killed the daffodils.
And the high winds. I mean, we've been
Yes.
under no burn warnings because
Hmm.
of high winds.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it has been crazy.
Yes, for sure. So that was my mile and a half path of daffodils story that I saw five daffodils. But it was a really fun park with a zip line. Jane's had a great time. So,
Awesome.
what's
On
new
a
with
zip
you?
line. So funny.
Yes, yes. What's new with you?
Well, I'm officially on spring break. Friday was our
Ooh.
last day. We made it through this week. Oh my goodness. So this week, the district decided that third, fourth, and fifth grade should all have an ELA and a math benchmark.
Oh.
So we have been testing, we tested all week. And
Hmm.
then right at the end of the week, I think on Thursday, we had to bring in our first grade ELL kids for a math test. And then we had to bring in our second grade ELL friends for an ELA benchmark. So, not a benchmark for them, but an ELA test.
Hmm.
So, yes, it was quite the week. And
Yes.
I got to use my Google Translate program
Hmm.
to help kind of make sure that he speaks about this much English, but my non-English speaking student could actually translate what was there and
Hmm.
know what was going on. And it was so funny because he had kind of gone through and translated by himself and clicked answers. And when we went back through, when I would type it in and do it for him, he would go, "Oh," and he would go back and change his answers
Hmm.
because things were not on all of them, but on several. And it was simply a matter of getting the right translation for him to be able to understand what was going on with the questions. So
Right, right. I'm sure that's a challenge.
thank goodness for technology, right?
Oh, for sure.
And yes, and correcting technology.
Mhm. Mhm. Right.
So um we have no finishes. Katie and I still have not unpacked Market. We unpacked it enough to mail out orders,
Mhm.
but we have not unpacked Market to get mostly what we buy is prizes for our events. So we have a ton of stuff, and oh my goodness, it'll be so good this year. We're waiting for that bucket to just be full of great prizes. And hopefully next week I will show you what I got from Market.
Yes. And I got a box because Laura also packed a bunch of boxes for
Yes.
DMC. But I can't show you because people haven't gotten it yet. And that would
Because
be
it
nice.
just shipped out on Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would not be nice. So I'm not going to show you.
Oh, okay. So, do you want to jump right into whips?
Yes, let's do it. Let's do
Okay.
it.
How about the one we do together? Because that's what's on top of my precarious pile.
Yes, I'd love to.
Hey, and I'm going to tell you guys, we do not have as many as we had last week.
That's true. That's true. We don't.
So it should be better. Okay, our first one is Society Stitcher. There, I'm pointing up because it did switch. I was on the opposite side for me.
There's going to be a picture somewhere, and we're going to point, but we don't know where.
And
We
it'll
don't know.
be between us. So wherever between us is,
Hmm.
that's
Yeah.
where it is.
So this is, if I'm looking, this is where it would be, but it might not be there.
See, that's where I think it is too, but last week it moved it.
Hmm. So
It
it could
flipped
be over
us.
here. Could be over here. Could be over here. Nobody knows. Could
So
do throw
my
our hands the rest of
You're so funny.
the
Jazz hands, jazz hands. My Society Stitcher is on 32 count soft orchid by Color and Cotton with a conversion to overdyed flosses.
And mine is on a piece of 32 count even weave Enchanted Forest from Forbidden Fiber Co. And I'm doing whatever I feel like with the flosses.
Nobody can boss me around. There's mine. I'm behind.
Here's mine. I'm doing mine over one. So it looks a little different than Lara's.
Awesome. I have to do 125 stitches to catch up, but
And
it will be caught up for next week.
and my big news is there's still more green because I'm going to put green in the cup, but I was worried about counting incorrectly, so I just started putting in some gold.
Good. Yeah.
It's just
That's why that's why mine has those few weird little dark blue stitches because
Mhm.
they're in the bottom of the cup.
Yep. And this is I just had it in my stash. It's Classic Colorworks Honeycomb if you're curious about the the gold there.
And Society Stitcher, we've said this before, but we'll say it again today. If you are part of the Black Needle Society Facebook group, then this is a free chart in the files.
Mhm.
So go get it, catch up. We are trying to do 25 stitches per day,
Yes.
and we're trying to stick to that as closely as we can. Like I said, I have to make some up because it's been a week. I sat down in my chair and basically fell asleep all week.
Sure. So, we started on the 1st of January, or that was the idea, and I haven't done today's stitches, um, but we have done 2,025 stitches so far by doing 25 stitches a day.
And
We're
we are scheduled to finish on a very important day.
very important day, the day that James Guthrie turns 5 years old. So
Look, it's your birthday present. It's a teacup
I did this. You want it? No?
with a
Okay.
snail. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna hop back in because I think I have a couple extra. So my work project has been cook a pen. Um, so I don't think I've told you guys this, but this is the sampler I'm working on.
Hmm.
And they turned it into this cute little chicken. So we'll see if I do that when I get done.
That's so
And
fun.
I am stitching mine on a 28 count Pink Parisian Stripes from Fabric Flare. And it's one that I restarted. And this is where I am. So
Ooh.
I have only stitched on this at school. I don't know if I'll do like a little lunchtime break and put in a few stitches this week, but I
Mhm.
decided that I would try and get the alphabet all the way across. I think I only had the letter T, um, besides these. I think I only had the letter T down here. So I finished up whatever I was doing with my strand up in uh, the top up there and then move down, and I'm going to go all the way across because then I can cut my fabric.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That will be fabulous. So that one I really like. Um, and actually, the model was stitched by a woman that I know.
Oh, that's fun.
I always think that's fun when you get to look at it and go, oh, I know that person.
Hmm.
So let me put that back in there. And this is the one that I keep in my quirky macaron
I love it.
from
French,
Love You
French,
More.
French.
Love You More has been on hiatus, but it will be back soon.
Hmm.
Soon.
All right, we'll look for that
So
because those book sleeves are great.
awesome. Thank you.
Mhm.
And then one more I'm going to show real quick, and then we can talk about what our whips are, because I think all of your whips are
Well, one of my whips is not in the Battle of the Whips.
oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. This one got knocked out by Juggernaut Summer in Stars Hollow. But I need to finish it for a friend. His retirement party is March 31st. So,
Oh yeah. Gotta
it's
get there,
coming up.
right?
Yeah. So, I have been working on Canoe from Mill Hill. This is one of the newer ones. I think that came out either late 2024. Yeah, late 2024. So, here it is.
Wow.
I've really been stitching, like this has been getting most of my attention. I am now to the point where it's just beads left. So,
Have you started beading or no?
no, I haven't
Okay.
started beading yet.
I
But
didn't think I saw texture, but I thought I better ask.
I stayed up much too late on Friday because I thought there's not a whole lot of backstitch in here. I can do that before bed.
Oh,
There's so much around this oar and right here, and then you can see the little stitches in the hill back there for the rocks. But it's so pretty. It
it
has been so much
is.
fun to work on. And there are not that many beads. So if you look at like the water, it's all solid stitching until you get to like right around the boat. Because there are beads around the boat. There's some beads up in the trees. And then around the outside, but there aren't a whole lot of beads in this. So I
Awesome.
think it'll go quickly, I hope. So
Um, if you were with us last week, I told you that I wanted to start Shamrock Row from Bent Creek.
Mhm.
I had thoughts about how I was changing it. I was too tired. I didn't change anything. So I'm using a 32 count linen from my stash. It's just probably a natural, it's not natural. It's probably like a light mocha of some kind. But this is where I got,
Ooh, fun.
and I'm kind of doing one color at a time just to get that far. But I am using multiple needles. You could see all the hanging
Okay.
floss back here because I thought I'm just gonna leave them threaded up until I need them and go
Right.
across. So that little
Fun.
leprechaun, he is going to be so fun. He does not have a face yet,
I love him.
but he will. And yeah, he's pretty cute. So I was excited about that. And I started it, I think I started it Sunday night. And then I was trying to think if I put stitches in on it on Monday. I know I wanted to, but
Mhm.
like I said, I was wiped out. I finally gave up. I don't think I said this on here, you guys. And I went to the doctor Friday, and yes, I actually do have an ear infection, and it's probably been affecting me all week. So,
Right. Ugh,
you know how that goes, right?
sweet.
Okay, now Battle of the Whips,
Battle of
right?
the Whips.
So if you watched last week, you know that we are doing Battle of the Whips, the way that Katie posted it in the BNS planner. So we started with 8 projects. I've been told that if you start with 16 projects, you stitch on a different project every day for the entire month.
Mhm.
But we did 8, and we're doing good to have 8.
Yeah.
So, do you I have Ruby versus Patchwork Deer and
Mhm.
Spring Moon versus my 2017 Linen and Threads Stitch Along.
Oh, nice. So I am still in the preliminary round. So I have half of a round and then a full round. So I have three to show. And also, I wanted to think you posted as Terry Ford. So if you're watching, I took your Battle of the Wreaths idea. So look forward to that in a couple minutes.
Okay, so my first one was Ruby from Carolyn Manning, and I'll put a photo in because I don't have one of that. Oh, good. And it has glued itself to my bag because of the magnet.
Oh no.
This one, it's fine. This one, I was able to continue with the dark colors. So, like, I did all of it that came up here and where the star looking shape is down below. I got a total of 257 stitches in this in an hour. And this one I loved because at the beginning, I figured out that I could do the entire border around and I cut it off of the huge piece of fabric.
Nice.
So, and this one I think is on, I would have to look. I think it's on Needle Bling fabric. Oh, nope, I'm telling you the wrong thing. It's Zweigert Silver Moon 32 count.
Mm.
So, yep, that's that one.
All right. Do you want to show what it
My
battled
other
against, or
one,
do you want me to go?
okay. So my other one, oh, and look, this is in a cute Sheba Designs bag. Because it's
Ooh.
Ruby, that's our birthstone for July, and I'm a crab. Keisha is not. So, but cute, cute.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that it battled against is Patchwork Deer from Heart in Hand.
So fun. I love that one.
He made Keisha laugh. That's
Mhm.
why, she thought that he should represent her.
Yes.
And here is where I got on him.
Oh, whoa.
So I did, yeah, he's very funny looking, right? So I did count the gap up and got this. I finished down below the brown and came up here. It looks like a funny table
It
or
does.
sideboard right now, right? I did 323 individual stitches on him in an hour.
I can't
So
do
this one is moving on. Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know what the deal is. He is like my, okay, I'm gonna put these one little stitch at a time things in
Mhm.
here.
So
So yeah, just great little piece. And that's one winner.
awesome. Well, I'm going to show you, this is my half around that I did. So this is the battle of the past BNS box uh, patterns. I worked on Waffle Lot from Hands On Design, and it went up against Swimming with Scissors from Ink Circles. Also, good news, if you didn't get the box that this came in, she released it at Nashville, if you love it.
Mhm.
Because it's like what probably in my top five of patterns ever released in a BNS box. Um, so I'm stitching this on a piece of 32 count Naiad linen from Under the Sea Fabrics. And it's all the called for colors. So here is where it is now.
It
And
just looks so different on the different
yes,
colored fabric.
it's so vibrant. These colors are so vibrant. So I did like all of the purple. Um, and I had to turn down my phone brightness to show that picture, so now I can't see it anymore. I did 123 stitches on this. I had only done 104 on Waffle Lot, so this one goes on to my next round
Awesome.
to go up against the one that will take it out, Summer in Stars Hollow.
My other round is um Plum Street Samplers Spring Moon. Love this one.
Ooh.
And I had finished the basket, so I am in this roof, and I know it's 21 stitches because I outlined the roof. So I have 21 stitches between to get it. And the funny thing is, I'll show you this when I get this up here. I was going to put something behind it. Yeah. So when I did the outline of the box so
Mhm.
that I could count, I left every 10th stitch uncrossed. You can see
Oh,
that, yeah?
yeah.
So I got down to the bottom and I'm like, oh, look at that. There's a stitch I didn't cross. Well, duh. So you do have to remember to cross your stitches.
Right.
And I knew I would pick it up as I was going through.
Hmm.
But I did 210 stitches on this one. This is I think I was trying to decide if we did this like all as called for or not. I'm stitching this on 36 count old mill Java. No, they used baked clay. So it's a
Mm,
little different. And I'm using all the called for flosses on that one.
nice.
And another Shiba Designs bunny. Yeah. And then the one it went up against, again, that one was overdyed floss, so one stitch at a time.
Mhm.
And it went up against my linen and threads mystery sampler. Not a
Mhm.
mystery anymore.
No.
I'm showing you through November because I think this is probably where I will end. And I am in September. And what I did on this, I'm sorry, I have loose floss floating around. I did the greenery across this band. And
Mm.
I was just too tired by the time I finished that I couldn't even get myself to finish out the row.
Oh, right.
And I'm doing this on a piece of 32 count Carol's Meadow linen from Silk Weaver, who now I can't think of his name, but it's his name,
Mm.
Fabrics, and I believe he's on Etsy. So this one, I, I have a goal to finish this one this year, and this is what it looks like so far.
So pretty.
Thank you. I love this one. I feel like these little vases look like little ladies with crazy hair.
They do kind of. Well,
So
now I'm only going to be able to think of that.
it's like the dancing ladies in between the
Mm.
very straight trees. So,
So fun.
and I Linen and Threads is Fox and Rabbit.
Mm.
That's the former name, and then they merged their two design companies and made themselves Fox and Rabbit. So, and the free sampler for this year is
Mm.
wonderful, and um it uses these flowers in one of the bands that one of the
Mm.
parts I've already seen.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's real. It's a their take on a cloister garden. It's
It is
very
so
pretty.
cool. Yes. And I am so tempted to pull it out and start it. And I keep thinking, no, you cannot do that. You cannot do that.
Yeah, I that's one that I've been like, ooh, ooh. So I've been saving the parts as they've been coming out.
I need to print them off and save them. Yes.
All right. So,
Um, this one I didn't tell you.
oh,
This
sure.
one got 198 stitches. And I don't know that I told you, Spring Moon got 210. So
Mm.
obviously I felt a little worse on this night because I was slower. But Spring Moon took out this one, which was my huge one last week.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
So it's the battle of the deer and the hare.
Yes. Yes, it is.
That's fun. That's fun. So you have the finals. I've still got to do like the semifinals.
Mhm.
Um, so my next one was a battle of the wreaths. Frosted Pumpkin has released two seasonal wreaths. One is Halloween and one is Christmas. So let me show you. I'm just going to show you on my phone. Here's the Christmas wreath. This was a stitch along. It's been done for a long time. And I am stitching on the called for fabric, which I've just completely lost in my head. So I'm sorry for that. See if I can find it in this pattern quickly.
Or in our docs.
Or in our docs. That's probably the best place to look for it because it's going to be in there. But I am drawing a blank. It's something from Picture This Plus. I'm
It
sorry.
is, oh, you didn't have it last time.
Yeah, it may be all
Okay.
the way down in the bottom where we have kind of our shared
Okay,
stuff.
I'll look while you talk about it.
But anyway, here is it. I'm doing this as it was kind of released, so I'm doing piece by piece, but I did a lot of green in the wreath.
It's Heartland linen from Picture This
Heartland.
Plus.
Here we go. So,
We keep a document, and if you guys ever wonder what we have used, it is in the drop down
yes, yes.
notes that are below the video. So
Mhm. So, here's this. And I did 127 stitches in this. So,
awesome.
and then the next one I worked on for the Battle of the Wreaths is Halloween Wreath, also by the Frosted Pumpkin. Also a sal that I didn't complete. I'm also stitching these with Katie Landis, so it's fun. Every once in a while we put them on at the same time. And here's it. It's on a piece of 28 count pewter linen from Picture This Plus. That's why I keep the tags on it so I can always look. Because I'm bad at remembering. So I did some of the lighter gray fill in on the wreath, is what I did there. And this is where I'm going to need a call from the judges because I also got 127 stitches on this one. So, um, two wreaths, very alike, same number of stitches in an hour for me. So, let me know in the comments. Should I continue with Christmas wreath? Should I continue with Halloween wreath? Which one is going to go against a good day to celebrate from the Black Needle Society, one that I'm doing over one? So it'll
Um,
probably beat it.
so you told me that you were falling asleep during one of them, right?
hmm hmm so I did this last night, and it was after our big day at the park and the stroll of daffodils, and I was kind of falling asleep during Halloween wreath. So,
If that influences your decision at all, she maybe didn't get all of her stitches in
but that's okay.
anymore.
That is on me, and that is on the performance of Halloween wreath, you know. So, they should have been more well rested whenever they came to play. So, um, let me know. Christmas wreath, Halloween wreath. But like I said, it'll go up against a good day to celebrate from the Black Needle Society. And then whoever wins those, it's probably, if I were to guess, I think it's going to be Summer and Stars Hollow against whichever wreath you pick. But we'll see.
So that's the end of my whips. Is that the end of your whips?
The end of my whips.
Okay, look at that. We made it come out even.
Yeah, we did.
So that brings us then, I'm saying a lot. You can tell, huh? That brings us to plans. What are your plans, Keisha?
Well, my plans are to finish Canoe Ride from Mill Hill. And then uh once that's not taking all of my focus, I'm gonna finish out the Battle of the Whips. So that's my plan. How about you?
Well, it's spring break week, so
Mhm.
lots of stuff going on. My plan is to sit and stitch on a model that Katie would like me to have finished and that I was asked about during the BNS chat. So I will probably be working on that a lot. And this box that you can see right here is going to be a cubby system that will hold these things. There are three of them. That's why it's so high. And Katie's going to build those, and they will be right there behind our sofa. And so part of my plan this week is to keep cleaning and keep sorting and get everything into cubbies and get it put away.
Yay.
So, and also this week, we're going to go on a day trip to a cross stitch shop that we haven't been to in a long time. So I'm
Oh.
very excited about that because, yeah. Oh, and we have dinner theater this week too.
Ooh, so you have a good week coming up.
Yes, spring break should be a fun week, and I think it will
Mhm.
be.
Yeah, definitely. I have work.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's
So,
okay. I like it there sometimes.
I like mine until the little petri dishes give me mystery illnesses. So, yeah.
Well, that's true.
Um, but I think that is it. I will be doing one other thing. Our Stitch group took a break this month to do Battle of the Whips, and not everybody did it, but several people did, and it's been fun seeing what everybody's coming up with. And so the other thing I need to do is go through and reevaluate what projects I want to assign to each person who's participating. And
Mhm.
so that's part of my, oh, I want her to get this done because I want to be able to go through all of my projects and I have lots of ideas percolating around in there to figure out what how I want to attack reducing my number of whips.
Mhm.
So, um, and I think one of them could be strategically assigning projects during our challenge.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, I haven't planned for that either, so I'm excited to do
I was
that.
going to ask if you were sticking with the same ones or choosing new ones.
Well, whenever we've been playing that with our group, I've had pieces that I've been really trying to finish. And one of them I finished, and one of them I will have finished by the time that starts up. So I'll have to kind of take a look. I need to get back on Flying Pink Piggy and moving some of those other ones toward a finish too. So.
That'll be fun.
Mhm.
Um, I also wanted to take a quick minute and shout out the hiking stitcher who has been on
Mm.
Flosstube now for several months. I don't think she's had her first anniversary yet. I could be wrong. But
Mm.
that is Erin, and she is a retired special ed teacher who has just a big variety of eclectic projects. And
Mhm.
she is, since she's retired now, she is going through and evaluating things and working towards finishing a lot of projects. She's just been fun to watch. And if you watch her, she also goes on hikes, like her name implies, and she will show you lots of photos, beautiful photos and things of her hiking trips. So go check her out.
She also does like if you're a person who likes full coverage stuff, she does some
Oh,
beautiful big full coverage stuff. So,
yes. I watched her whip parade. I was trying to think if it was this week or last week, but I watched her whip parade and she broke them into categories. So you can, if you don't have the full time to sit and watch the whole thing, well, you can sit and watch one category and then go take a break. So, but you get to see all of her full coverage pieces and she talks about how her stitching has progressed and how her ideas of attacking those things have progressed too, and
mhm.
what she is liking, what she likes, what she doesn't likes, but you can get a lot of ideas.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, that's my shout out this week. And I
Hmm.
know that you don't have time to watch Flosstube, so
We've watched a lot of Baby Shark Show. Uh we may be the baby may be having a baby shark themed first birthday party because it's really big in our house right now.
Ah, during the Downton Abbey retreat, in
Yeah.
which the whole thing starts with the Titanic sinking.
And did Baby Shark cause it? We don't know. There is a part of the song where they have to run away.
Okay, I think we have fully devolved into shenanigans here.
I don't want to ramble about the Titanic and Baby Shark anymore.
Then really, there's nothing left to say except bye.
I have a good week.